Hi friends, have you ever traded toys with a friend? Maybe you swapped a superhero action figure for a cool spaceship. That's a simple example of an economy at work. Now, imagine that on a global scale with countries trading food, clothes and cars. That's the world economy. It's all the buying, selling and trading between countries. It's a complex web of connections built over centuries. Just like a giant game of Jenga, each piece affects the others. Think about the phone in your pocket. Parts of it were made in different countries. That's the world economy in action. The world economy wasn't built in a day. People have been trading for a very long time. Think of the Egyptians and Romans. They traded goods across vast distances. Trade routes expanded with new technologies. The age of exploration established new trade routes. New goods and ideas were exchanged. The Industrial Revolution marked a turning point. Mass production increased trade. Powerful trading nations emerged. Today, goods are shipped globally in days. The internet allows global buying and selling. Now let's talk about globalization. It's a word we hear a lot, but what does it really mean? Simply put, globalization is the process of the world becoming more interconnected. It's like baking a giant cake where all the ingredients, cultures, economies, and people are mixed together. One of the biggest drivers of globalization is technology. Think about it. With the internet, we can communicate with people on the other side of the world in an instant. We can share ideas, information, and even cat videos faster than ever before. This increased interconnectedness has led to a more integrated global economy. Companies can now manufacture products in different countries, taking advantage of lower labor costs or specialized skills, and consumers have access to a wider variety of goods and services than ever before. Globalization has its critics, of course. Some argue that it leads to job losses in developed countries as companies move their operations to countries with lower wages. Others worry about the environmental impact of increased trade and transportation. International trade is the lifeblood of the world economy. It's how countries exchange goods and services, allowing them to specialize in what they're good at producing. Think about it. Some countries have vast oil reserves, while others have ideal climates for growing coffee beans. By trading with each other, countries can focus on their strengths and import the things they need, but can't produce as efficiently. This exchange of goods and services is governed by a complex set of rules and agreements called trade policies. These policies can include things like tariffs, taxes on imported goods and quotas, limits on the quantity of goods that can be imported. Governments use these policies to protect domestic industries, negotiate better trade deals, and influence the flow of goods across borders. International trade has been a key driver of economic growth and development, lifting millions of people out of poverty. It allows countries to access new markets, create jobs, and improve their standard of living. However, it's important to ensure that trade is fair and benefits all parties involved, not just the wealthy or powerful. Section 5. Money makes the world go round. Financial markets. Just like we need money to buy things at the store, countries need currency to trade with each other. But here's the thing, not all currencies are created equal. The value of a country's currency can fluctuate depending on a variety of factors, like economic growth, interest rates, and political stability. That's where financial markets come in. They act like giant marketplaces where currencies are bought and sold, just like stocks or bonds. These markets allow businesses to exchange currencies, investors to speculate on currency movements, and countries to manage their foreign exchange reserves. Financial markets play a crucial role in facilitating international trade and investment. They provide a platform for businesses to manage their currency risk, raise capital, and invest in new opportunities. However, these markets can also be volatile and unpredictable, as we've seen with financial crises in the past. Section 6. The players in the game. Key actors. Now that we've covered some of the key concepts, let's meet the players in the global economic game. First up, we have countries and their governments. They set trade policies, negotiate trade agreements, and regulate financial markets. Think of them as the referees of the game, trying to ensure fair play and a level playing field. Next, we have businesses, both big and small. They're the ones buying, selling, and trading goods and services across borders. They're constantly innovating, competing, and looking for new opportunities in the global marketplace. We can't forget about international organizations like the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, and the World Trade Organization, or WTO. These organizations play a vital role in promoting economic growth, stability, and cooperation among nations. Think of them as the coaches and trainers, providing guidance, support, and sometimes even a little tough love when needed. And last but not least, we have consumers. That's you and me. Our purchasing decisions, however small they may seem, collectively influence the global economy. By choosing to buy fair trade coffee or supporting sustainable businesses, we can make a difference. Section 7. Keeping score economic indicators. Just like in a basketball game, we need ways to keep track of how the world economy is doing. That's where economic indicators come in. These are statistics that provide insights into the health and performance of an economy. One of the most important indicators is Gross Domestic Product, or GDP. It measures the total value of all goods and services produced in a country over a specific period. Think of it as a country's economic report card. A growing GDP usually means a healthy economy, while a shrinking GDP can signal trouble. Another key indicator is inflation, which measures the rate at which prices for goods and services are rising. A little bit of inflation is normal, but high inflation can erode purchasing power and make it harder for people to afford basic necessities. We also look at unemployment rates, trade balances, and other indicators to get a comprehensive picture of how the world economy is performing. These indicators help policymakers make informed decisions, businesses plan for the future, and investors make smart choices. Section 8. Challenges in the global village. The world economy, just like any complex system, faces its share of challenges. One of the biggest challenges is inequality. While globalization has lifted millions of people out of poverty, it has also contributed to a widening gap between the rich and the poor. The benefits of economic growth haven't been distributed equally, leaving many behind. Another pressing challenge is climate change. The way we produce, consume, and transport goods has a significant impact on our planet. From deforestation to air and water pollution, our economic activities are contributing to a changing climate with potentially devastating consequences. We also face challenges like financial crises, political instability, and pandemics, which can disrupt global supply chains, reduce trade, and lead to economic downturns. The COVID-19 pandemic, for example, had a profound impact on the world economy, highlighting the interconnectedness and vulnerabilities of our globalized world. These challenges require global cooperation and innovative solutions. We need to find ways to promote sustainable economic growth, reduce inequality, and address climate change. It's a tall order, but one that we must tackle together. Section 9, the future of our connected world. So what does the future hold for the world economy? That's the million-dollar question, and unfortunately I don't have a crystal ball, but I can tell you this. The world economy is constantly evolving, just like it always has. Technology will continue to play a major role in shaping the future of how we trade, invest, and do business. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, and other emerging technologies have the potential to revolutionize the world economy, creating new opportunities and challenges alike. We're also likely to see a shift in global economic power, with emerging economies like China and India playing an increasingly important role. This shift could lead to a more multipolar world where power is more evenly distributed among nations. The future of the world economy is uncertain, but one thing is for sure. We're all in this together. By working collaboratively, embracing innovation and promoting sustainable practices, we can create a more prosperous and equitable future for all. Remember, the world economy is a team sport and we all have a role to play. Now go out there and make a difference. Thanks for watching. Please press like, share and subscribe button and support our channel.